আজি আমি খান ইদে জমা কৰিবলৈ লগা সময় আৰু পাইছে on the first place media fraternities sange আৰু বি thanks janai dia ase on behalf of the organization gathered here acha ami khan aji apnian ke matia laga matlab tu idu alak nahoy Pimla murder case kila mane idu Pimla murder case de since from the day one ami khan media khan ke bi aman update kuri gine ami khan kini ka ja ase ami khan sob update tu dia ase so during the course of this time idu murder case laga du ami alo brief kuri dibo the incident happened on the 7th April that is at Pimla tuinia kuri gine ami khan tade decision loi gine peace rally aman organize kuribo koi gine tade we have organized a peace rally at Maikam local ground. To do homoide not only our Jilarong people, but from all walks of our Naga brothers, our Naga communities. Tai khan bi ta khan la solidarity. Ta khan bi ami khan oda aigine sob manu join kurise. And thereby during the rally, we also like urged the government. Starting from the office of this DGP till to his different branches, aman itu kora homoide aman government ke bi 4 din homoide aman ke bi aman itu deadline bi dise pressurize koribla karne government ke toinika hoi gine ami khan itu hoa homoide ami khan logode bi iku update bi nai of course like some few individuals were been arrested tahan ke bi arrest kuri gine further interrogation kare inia kure ase will be idu opor do ami khan logoda update to panai therefore ami khan moon na pungcha bra ami khan first phase of agitation to ami khan shuru hoise so the first phase of agitation we have started in our district that is a Peren under Peren district to ami khan idu first phase of agitation shuru homoide there was no untoward any incidents. It is a type of like a peace agitation where ami khan bi government khan ke government par bi aman ke intervention hoboni ki when aman bi idu hoa homoide ami khan idu on 29th of April ami khan laga through the directive of the Home Commissioner we had a meeting with the Commissioner of Nagaland at Kohima to idu meeting boadam de we had a long interaction, we had a long discussion represented by all the civil organization of under Peren district where we had a round of talks and round of like different topics where we have been discussed. To idu homoide ami ekta idu clear kurilumun thakadu ami khan tu idu Commissioner of Nagaland oda aman meeting boadam de we have given them 2 weeks in order to deliver the justice. Will it be government bra 2 weeks time to committee ase 1 month lage kwa bra ami barbar kwa se tai khan bra 1 month to mangya laga se ek moina tu so during 1 month's time we were been eagerly waiting what would be the response of the state government ko igna man bi ekdom there was no there was no any untoward eventualities or no there is no problems or any situation arises within the district also because we trust on the government and we were we have full hope on the government that the government will deliver the justice. Will it be during 1 month's time ami khan logode iku bi update bi nai aro ami khan bi tai khan ge bi aro contact koribo kole bi there was no connection at all to inia kurigine on 29th May Idu laga han time mangya laga time to expire with this. But still then we waited for the whole month. Idu wa BGDB ikubi update nai. Aro notun moina ahigina ajitu aro now we are on the 6th day. Therefore ami khan idu cause fight kura laga du. We are not only fighting for the cause of the women under Peren district, but we are fighting for the cause of women's safety, especially in our state Nagaland. Aman naga manu maiki khan bi kiniga safe hoble lage idu laga karne aman bi idu bar to fight kora laga se Edu hoa homoide idia amikhan saya se kuludu. Why the government is so irresponsible on this? Why they are not willing to call us up? As per our discussion when we had a meeting at the Commissioner of Nagaland office at the conference hall. Taihan ko is up to do time wa homoide abdihan gibi meeting matibude equation. To kill a meeting amhan gibi matibule na pare. Why there was no update from them? Or are they simply playing with the sentiments of our people? Of our Nagas? For how long are we just going just to remain silent on all these murder cases? Ajida aman edu othianai kolido amehan nogode incident after incident takan itu inia kurina amehan nogode excuse amehan ke di thakibuni ki amadu edu bardo nahobo. Therefore we have already decided that we are not going to backtrack. What we have spoken on the day of rally, we are going to go ahead. Until and unless justice is delivered, we are going to fight to the nail. We will not leave any stone unturned. We have already decided our, we have already taken our decision.
At the first place, thank you, media friend, for having us. Amon laga youth president bra kuan isna. Itu laga Pimla murdered case laga tu from day one amingan iki logote kam kuri kini aise justice pabule karne mon la late sister karne justice pabule karne mon iki logote kam kuri kini aise itu government time dia 1 month to kotom hoise welibi mon mun lamba kuri kine 6 days nisna tagan ki rukise. But till now, response nai. Itu bra mon date 4 day emergency meeting tagise with our other CSO, with our other CSO. Amon meeting thaga time de discuss kurise aro mon ekta agenda banaise that we are going to go ahead with our second phase of agitation. So itu second phase of agitation to Tuesday bra amuan suru kuri bole ase. To amuan itia time dibo second phase of agitation to total shutdown ase amuan laga. To amuan kalibra Saturday, Sunday, Monday itu tak time dibo public karne Peren district te taka public karne taikan laga household laga ki kam ase Saturday, Sunday, Monday time dibo kam kuri lobi aro itu pichide Tuesday dido amuan second phase of agitation itu total shutdown to amuan district te implement kuri bole ase. So itu amuan tu itu justice napatak tu amuan tu itu total shutdown tu itu indefinite te amuan kuri bole itu utudin meeting de among itu agenda banai kini ase. Itu bra we are going to go ahead with our agitation that is from Tuesday. Now I will give time to our GS Julian Students Union.
Yes, once again on behalf of the organizing committee or the organizations of the Peren district CSOs would like to thank all the media fraternity once again for the coverage, for being with us today. Now, supplementing to two of my presidents, I wanted to make a very strong statement on this regard. Now we have so many cases, forget about Mahakam cases. But not only that, we have so many arising cases, be it rape case or murder case. Now on humanity ground, when we talk about social justice, if we are to keep on dragging, or if the government of today is not willing to deliver justice, what more can we expect from the government of today? That is why today, to all the viewers, the Nagas, we must stand together and let us fight that until justice is delivered. We have so many cases. And today, since day one, we have been in fullest cooperation to whatever the government decides. Till now, despite of our expiry date of what they have asked for 1 month. Today, counting from that, 6 months, 6 days already. We have given another 6 days. So far, no response. That is why today we wanted to make a very strong statement that please, would like to request once again to the government, kindly be serious in a cases like this, because if we do not resolve to a case or if we do not deliver justice, it is like the government of today is encouraging the evildoers to do more, to continue to do more. Today this incident has happened in the Peren district, tomorrow it could be in any other districts. And if the government of today is defining their lackadaisical attitude in a cases like this, then what more can we expect? Therefore, I would like to appeal to the government of today that kindly be serious when we talk about on social justice, delivering justice on humanity ground. This is what I would like to give a very strong statement. Also would like to appeal once again to the government and to the Nagas as a whole. Yes, thank you.
Have you approached the Deputy Chief Minister's office in regard to this case, considering that it is his also constituency, that if he is also given any response if contacted, him being in one of the highest offices of the state?
See, regarding all this, of course, we didn't approach our. You mean to say Deputy CM or?
Yes, Deputy CM.
Yes. Of course, personally, we could not meet him because of their busy schedules. But anyway, we were also trying to connect with him also. But in case if the government, if they are really serious on this issue, they could have updated to us the latest information regarding on this Pimla murder case, since the time of their duration where they have asked for 1 month. To amikhan agi the kwan is na amikhan ekjun ke approach koribo, ekjun ke approach kori thakibo. Amad kun kiman jun ke aro approach koribole mon ase itu to. Tai khan laga time de ta khan ra duration du itu ase. Abni khan itu khotom wadam de noile bi on the process de. Abni khan gibi loi gine meeting bi bhoibo koi. Meeting boa laga noi gine ita to update bi nai. So it is compelling us, to go ahead for second phase of agitation. During the first phase of agitation, aman bi kun agitation bi koribole mon thakibo. We don't want, public to suffer during the process of agitation. Well, be the public can be agitation suffer koribole bi, now they are ready to it. Kina mara justice to be lage. Now women's safety itu that can be first priority itu the way jase. Itu karena as my student president has already mentioned during our on 4th May of this month we had an emergency meeting. It is a combination of all the civil societies where we have decided that we will go for this second phase of agitation, because the first phase of agitation was we kept in abeyance. To the second phase of agitation it will be a total shutdown, and during the process of this total shutdown, aman ki laga hoble bi nawale bi ki laga tate untoward incident hoi thakile bi, because we have already mentioned that we are not going to be responsible on this matter. Itu da mihan arobi janai dia ase.
Any update on kun arrested Vishaya Ichatak, or any update on that from the police side?
Yeah, since from day one when we had this form of agitation, the police department, the law enforcing agencies, they gave us some information that 5 of them were being arrested, including the deceased husband. Will be ambi detailed information to tade kun ase koi gina mambi hodi bole bi baranai kila mane. We know the difficulties of the investigation process bi kidia pa to hamper ho jai to bra mambi itu detailed information to mambi hodi ana will be till now Pansun ke to under custody ase for further interrogation That is the latest updates word they have given to us.
Are you hoping that the government will respond in the next tomorrow or Monday?
See, for that to, since from day one, we always, in every situation, we always depend on the government, as we have already mentioned. We always hope that the government will deliver justice. But till today, if the government fails to, because of the government negligence, I should say, honestly speaking, because of the government negligence, it is compelling us to go for second phase of agitation. As my student General Secretary has already spoken on, during the second phase of agitation, if the government fails to respond to our call once again, we right now too, we cannot say what kind of situation it might happen within our district also. Kira mana government ge aman justice to DB koi gina tahan ke bi para tak tu tahan ke bi aman request takan la thing de ami khan laga jogo pani olai na tahan la thing de ahatam de tahan itu deliver justice be deliver koribla para nai. Every time their excuse is forensic lab, forensic report, DNA test. Itu khana excuse ita kuri thakibla laga tu. I think that stage is already over. When we really look into this, the present scenario, if the government they are really serious on this issue, taihan ko kotha kwa isab de tarbi itu bi intervene koribla parido. Wale bi tu days after days, months after months ita to hoi jase. We are not going to keep any more silent on this issue.
Is it an eye-opener for CSOs, not just Peren, but in the entire state that they're using forensic lab 9? Or when something bad happens like a murder, then we start agitation. So what about those times when there was no forensic lab? What about agitation for such things, infrastructure development, any services that needs to be there? How come there was no agitation for that? Not just from the CSOs from Peren, but just overall in Nagaland.
See, Kwan is na incident after incident past years to be a man not only within the Peren district but all over Nagaland. Kinaman itu incident homoy de Amikhan, the only response which we are getting from the government or from the law enforcing agencies is the lack of government facilities. Example, like we don't have a forensic lab. Now will be utu laga test ahanai, itu laga test ahanai koi gine itu de takhan sok tu tada line up kuri jai. Itu homoy de Amikhan idia responding to your question. We also would like to appeal to all the our Naga brothers. Please come forward. Aji Amikhan itebra Amikhan ke wake up call kurana ikoi do. Aji Amikhan la district de Amikhan laga family de niga hoi na se. Tomorrow it can happen to your family. Itu homoy de Amikhan logo de itu laga excuse wa man huni thakibla laga bi amami diri hoise koi na man aro jaine dia se.
We all know the lacks efficiencies in our state, any infrastructure there, and coming to crime investigation, forensic study, forensic lab, come nai aro expertise be nai. So we know it's not there, but you are demanding the government, asking the government to deliver. So only police procedure, government procedure, like the protocol, especially investigations involving forensics. So time loy. So government it analysis kan to muina be lagi jai. To itu aha bichile ki korula so koro. To amne itu puji na itu chani na matlab to how do you justify this agitation when you well know the lacks, the deficiency in our state?
See, responding to your question, Amikhan itu government way. We know there are difficulties on these law enforcing agencies. If the government they are not providing enough facilities, the law enforcing agencies can be that digdar pai. Now, Amikhan takhan laga difficulties itu bar laga difficulties eklan hoido. What about the past years? Starting from this, which we have already mentioned, like in the previous updates. Examples like 4, 5, 6 years lagabi. Itu la justice be ajitak be deliver kuribla parane do. This is not only months, but it has already gone years. Why the government they are not, why they are not taking serious on those matters? Kinaman murder kura laga, rape kura laga, to aji itu bar na way. Will be past incident de aman itu last time the big was 2019. Rape aro to the murder kura laga. example like Pimla murder case. So itu tak bi takhan itu tu moina no hoido. It is a years gap, starting from 2019 to 2025. So what justice the government they could have delivered? To infrastructure nai koile tu last time the bra incident in the that they could have taken very serious on this issue, and those issues, and they could have set up those necessary labs even within our district. Now we are already living in a modernized state where we cannot go on following the old trends. Itu hoa karne ami khan bi itu laga tu suru kura laga se agitation. And the day we had a meeting in the commissioner of Nagaland, the conference hall among meeting kura tu amami koi dise. Don't compel us to dig the past incident among kuatu kuala last day to do. Because once we started digging the past incidents, where the government failed to deliver justice, the issue will become bigger and bigger, where no one will be able to control over it. Olebi itu homoi de amikhan ida step by step jadam de serious lobby. The government, they said they are taking serious on this. Every time when we approach, they said they are taking serious on this. But if they are taking serious on this, why they fail to deliver justice? Why they fail to call us a meeting? Why they fail to update the latest progress of their investigation, during all their reports of their investigation. But still then during this period of, like a 1 month lagabi, update bi nai, time par hoa PG de bi, iku bi nai. So are the public still to remain silent on this issue? Do the government ke question kura la so. So therefore, this time as we have already decided, we are not going to backtrack anymore. We will fight tooth and nail. If any untoward incident happen, we have already mentioned even in the past, the state government will be solely responsible on all those agitation if anything arises. That's what we want to convey.